Morning. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. I'm Catherine. Can you guys see me? I hope so, because last night I had an issue with the darn members only, but it was kind of user error, so it was probably my fault. Hello, everyone. How is everybody? Hi, Lori Day and Ron, Michelle, and everybody, Christian. How's everybody this morning? And everybody that wasn't in my members only, what do you think about the whole outcome of Rob Wood? I'm gonna move this over here so I can see. Let me do it that way. Yeah, perfect. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Now I just figured out a secret. Okay, not that it would matter to you guys, but it actually was a good thing for me because I was able to. Oh, look, I want to move this. Where can I put this so you guys can see it? Well, you can almost see it. It says Left Undone. 10,700 subscribers as of today. Thank you very much for subscribing. And I am glad to see you all here. So Rob Wood won one for the team, and he is not going to be removed. Thank goodness. And Pryor, and oh my gosh, what the heck? Like, okay, so first of all, they came in with a smoking gun, in my opinion. I don't know if you want to call it a smoking gun, but they came in saying that Summer Shiflett was available to be a witness. And ooh, Mark Means and John Pryor didn't want nothing of that because clearly they want what Summer recorded, but not what Summer has to say now. Because, you know, odds are she does not feel like she was coerced. And yeah, so it was, I mean, they were so, you know, no, it's not about Summer. It's not about Summer. It's not about Summer. It's about what Rob Wood said. And then they're like, you know, Summer's her sister and I'm like, but no, we don't want to hear from Summer. God, no. So anyways, the judge didn't allow it anyway. So that was good. But it was just, oh, thank you. It was Jennifer. It was a shambles yesterday, but the judge saw sense. Pryor needs anger management and Means needs to go. And Pryor he just does his thing. Like he goes and is like, I'm angry. I apologize, Judge. I'm angry. I'm very angry, or whatever, however he worded it. I don't know. But he's like, and then Mark Means is like, I'm going to read you everything you just heard because I don't have anything to say on my own. So I'm going to pick up this list and be like, and then the expert witness said, and the expert witness said, anyways, what a waste of, my opinion is, this is kind of a sarcastic opinion, but I mean, could ya try wasting Chad Daybell's money anymore? Because you know those charges are coming, right? So go ahead and waste them so you can have the money to yourself, because Pryor already is on the deed to Chad's house. So Chad has clearly sold his home to John Pryor for his defense. And so there's that. So at this point, if those murder charges come and they're off the case, he owns the house, but does he sell it back if he didn't use the whole amount anymore? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little bit thinking they want to use that money up. This is costing our clients a lot of money. But you know what? Now he says, but now I'm going to have to go talk to every other witness, because what if Rob Wood talked to everybody else? What if he talked to everybody? I got to go talk to everybody and see what he said to everybody. So, you know, let me just spend a little more of that money. It was a waste of time. Exactly. They were almost having a good nervous breakdown. The thought of Summer giving evidence. They were. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, go watch the beginning after the first break when Summer, they want to bring Summer in and the judge has to listen to them give the reasons why not and why. And they were like, I mean, you could just feel it. They were just so freaked out, really, truly. Like, what are we going to do now? If he allows that, they would have had to been really hard on Summer, I'm sure. Oops. Wait, hold on. I lost you. Oh, okay. I'm shocked Pryor even went along with Means maybe Pryor is starting to realize his client sunk. Sorry. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised because you know what though? As far as John Pryor goes, my thought on that whole thing is I'm trying to move something out of the way. I'm trying to see the live chat, like when you're seeing the live chat, but I'm also got my little delay one in front of me. So I should not even try to get this fancy because this is not probably not going to end well. I think that Mark Means, here's my hard to explain this. I think that if Mark Means had a brain of his own, he would realize that what Rob Wood said was actually more in his client's favor than Pryor's client's favor. Pryor is Chad's attorney. Mark is Lori's attorney. What Rob Wood said to Summer was like, we think Chad was ahead of this whole thing, but we got more evidence on your sister. So I would suggest she talks. Bottom line, Mark Means, instead of going, oh crap, you know what? This is actually in my sister's favor for her to talk right now and to throw Chad under the bus. Mark Means is just like, okay, Mr. Pryor, what should I do now? Like, you want me to be on your side? Okay, I'll be on your side. And you know what I mean? Like, Mark Means, Lori could actually come out ahead. I mean, he's her client. I don't want her to come out ahead. I want to run her over with a freaking bus. But I mean, for crying out loud, he's so dumb. Like, I just think he's stupid to not go, oh, wait a minute. This is actually in my client's favor. And we know that Rob Wood, not Rob Wood, we know that John Pryor, he's tried to avoid calling Lori Daybell. He's tried to make Chad kind of stand alone. He wants Chad to throw Lori under the bus from what I can tell and what other people have said that I've read. So Pryor clearly doesn't want Lori throwing Chad under the bus. Mark is just like, yeah, like Gomer Pyle, you know, like, okay, John Pryor, it's me, Gomer, reporting for duty. What do you want me to do? You want me to throw my own client under the bus? I will. That's just my, you know, okay. So somebody asked, let me get this. What did you think of that Evans guy with Rob Wood? I thought he was good. I thought he was calm. I thought he just sat back and let them say their whatever they were going to say, you know, unless they went on this weird tangents where they were like, and then so-and-so said to so-and-so that said to so-and-so, all this hearsay stuff. He would stop that. Yes, I think so. I think Pryor is manipulating Mark Means. He, you know, you're the one that said Pryor is a bulldog. He is going to run the show if he can, for sure. They mentioned psychological trauma Summer had suffered. So I was thinking if Woods was dismissed, that would mean they could claim, yeah, against him. Maybe I'm wrong. Right. Okay. I have another question for you all. You all. What do we say in California? You all? I have a question. I heard somewhere along the way, and I didn't have time to look it up last night but I heard it for a fact early on in the hearing last week or something. They said that Zulema has use immunity. We talked about this last night in the members only live stream. If she has use immunity, that means Zulema took part in something and she has gotten immunity for her testimony. What do you think it is? Do you think it is about Alex? Although that case, if Alex murder charges come against Lori, that's going to be an Arizona case. That isn't have anything to do with Rob Wood, right? So that means she has something to do with against Lori and Chad on the kids' murder. Like, it's going to be such a good like crazy soap opera court hearing. Just unbelievable. Let's see. Yeah. Can't wait to hear from Zulema. Ooh, I like those BAM ones showed up. They didn't usually show up on my thing. If anyone wants to become a member of Left Undone, we do a Discord on Sunday nights where we watch a show. Right now, we're currently watching Truth Be Told. We will watch episode 3 of Truth Be Told on Apple Plus tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then we will watch episode 2 of the morning show at 6 p.m. We are watching those 2 shows on Discord, members only. So if anyone wants to become a member and join us in Discord, it's fun and it's a good place to chat when you're offline. And I did just make it back for everybody that is a Left Undone member. It's only $1.99 to get those benefits, as well as the emojis and the little icon that shows how long you've been a member. And so that's my little, just to let you know that we still have memberships and things are happening. We're at the first of the year. We're good. Hopefully everybody's going to start getting healthier and the world's going to get back to normal. New administration, new vaccines for COVID. I think I'm going to try to get my vaccine in the next week or 2. I was told, and I need to look into this, but one of my coworkers said that Kaiser is giving vaccines to healthcare workers. They're doing like 70 a day by appointment only. So I just need to call the Kaiser that's local to me and see if I can get my vaccine. I'm getting my vaccine. I had to mute somebody that was all on my ass about the vaccine and how I'm just this horrible person for believing in the vaccine. So anyways, don't talk to me if you think that I'm a horrible person for wanting the COVID vaccine, because I'm going with the science here. And the science is I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You're on the list, Jackie? Perfect. Awesome. Okay, because I heard they're giving it to I don't have to work for Kaiser, so I'm going to get a hold of them on Monday to get on the list. And then my mom is on the list because her doctor's office contacted and said that they will alert us as soon as it's available for her, so she'll get it. And yes, and you know what? You know, every one of my friends that are working in patients still, they've all gotten the vaccine. They say they had some arm soreness, a little bit of like, I don't feel so good, especially after the second vaccine was a little worse than the first because you have to get 2, but they are doing fine and they're happy they got it. Oh, imagine an anti-vaxxer healthcare worker. Oh, I know one. Makes me insane though. I know one very well. I went to nursing school with her and she is an she's got a reason. She has an autistic child, but they've not ever proven that there's a relation. But yeah, I don't know what she's going to do. Wear a mask for the rest of her life, I guess. I don't know. I get my flu shot every year. A couple years I have had every couple of years. And I told my doctor, I'll get a weird reaction to it, like a redness. Like it almost looks like a big, huge mosquito bite. Lasts for a couple of days and it goes away. You know, if you do have, hi, Krisha. Hi, guys. Hey, guys, texting, watching from the airplane as we were heading home from Rexburg. It was an amazing trip. Oh, you were in Rexburg. That is awesome. I saw some of those pictures, Krisha, that you put up about your trip to Rexburg. Fly safe. And you're in flight right now. So that's cool. I love that you can do Wi-Fi in the plane. Oh my gosh. And you can watch the live stream. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Everyone is wishing you the best. Happy New Year. Saying hello. Hi, Krisha. Hi, Krisha. Great to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Glad you're here. And glad you had an amazing trip to Rexburg. So you all went out there. It's cold, huh? And snowy there. It looks like Colby moved to Rexburg. Did Colby move to Rexburg, you guys? Do you know? Because he was posting on his left undone. He was posting on his YouTube. That's what it's called. that he was, out in the snow and stuff. I saw it. Thank you, Susie. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the donation. Thank you very, 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 very much. Hey. I met someone who was off work for 6 weeks because of COVID. She said she was very ill. It was horrible. I will be getting the vaccine. Yeah. I know my daughter's mad that I didn't take I have the test here. My daughter's mad that I didn't take it when I got sick last week. And say I still do have some like congestion and a little bit of a cough, but I really don't think I had COVID. I mean, I wasn't that sick. I was sick. I felt really like crap for 2 days. 2 days with a fever, felt like crap. But then other than that, I felt like a mild cold. But then I talked to one of my patients and she said, yeah, I just had COVID. And I said, what were your symptoms? And she said, I had a mild cold. And then she said, and my mom got it too. And I said, how old's your mom? And she's like, she's in her 50s. And I said, okay, what were her symptoms? And she said, a mild cold. So then I was like, oh shoot, maybe I should have taken it. It's such a weird, it's such a weird thing. But my mom hasn't gotten sick. She's fine. Also, my friend sent me this thing for prophylactic, which is, it's actually let me find it here. She's a nurse. She works in outpatient OR. And this is a critical care COVID-19 management protocol. Prophylaxis. So for prophylaxis, to avoid getting it, to build up your immune system, not to get it, they recommend vitamin C, 500 milligrams twice a day, and quercetin, 250 milligrams a day. I'd have to look that up. I don't know what that is. Then vitamin D3, 1,000 to 4,000 IUs a day. I take vitamin C. I take low dose vitamin C throughout the day. I have chewables and I take about 100 milligrams every couple hours. I just chew 100 milligrams throughout the day. Because it is a water soluble vitamin. So it comes out when you pee, right? So it doesn't absorb into your fat cells. So vitamin C, you take it, it leaves your body. You take it, it leaves your body. So I take it throughout the day to keep a level of vitamin C in my body. Vitamin D3, 1,000 to 4,000 IUs a day. I take 5,000 a day normally. Women, menopause, middle-aged women, all women really, all people really should take a vitamin D supplement. Vitamin D is actually, we are all probably deficient in vitamin D, so we should all be taking a vitamin D supplement. I know my blood work showed I was deficient in vitamin D. So take vitamin D daily. B complex vitamins. I take a multivitamin, has B complex in it. Zinc, 30 to 50 milligrams a day. And this is the one that this is the actual one that I was really surprised by. And I can't take this for whatever reason. I react weird to it. But melatonin, slow release. It says begin with 0.3 milligrams and increase as tolerated to 2 milligrams a night. Maybe I've never taken that low of a dose, but I get nauseous from melatonin. So I probably need to go into a much lower dose of melatonin for it to not make me nauseous, but it makes me nauseous like the whole next day. And then it says ivermectin for post-exposure. So if you've been exposed to it, they recommend you have all the other ones plus ivermectin. Ivermectin is an anti-parasitic. So I don't know where you get that, but it does recommend post-exposure prophylactic 200 UG kilogram. So 200 UGs per kilogram immediately, then repeat on day 3 and prophylaxis in high groups, 200 kilograms a day, then day 3, and then every 4 weeks. So that one's interesting. And then it also goes into mild symptomatic patients at home. So if this was me and I was positive with my mild symptoms, the ivermectin, the vitamin C, the it's quercetin. I need to look that up. And BID, two times a day. Vitamin D3, again, B complex, zinc, melatonin, and aspirin. Low dose aspirin, 81 milligrams a day, up to 300 milligrams a day, unless it's contraindicated. So like if you have a bleeding disorder or something, you probably don't want to take it. But where am I getting this list from? It was sent to me from a doctor, or my friend works in she's a nurse most of my friends are nurses, and it is their COVID management protocol. And it goes all the way through it. I'm not going to go into how they're going to treat you in critical care, but it goes down. It tells you prophylactic, so to prevent or to build up your immune system so you don't get it, and then mild symptoms. And then mild symptoms if you're on the floor. So this is a hospital flow sheet on what they do. And then if you're critical care, it also goes into the full anticoagulation, and it gets really deep into the actual medications and stuff they recommend. I don't see on here the Pepcid, and that is recommended for some reason. Pepcid is, they're showing good results with people that take Pepcid with it. But anyways, that's my medical lesson of the day. I hope that it was somewhat helpful. And yes, it is the weirdest virus I've ever heard of in my entire life, because you can have no symptoms or you can literally fall over and die from it. How's that for no one who has what? And you can get a rash, you can get pink eye, so. Emily, I got tested this week. I'm negative. I just got my results. Yay. Now get the vaccine, right? Okay. Hi, Dells. I see somebody says hi to you. I don't see you here. Marilyn, hello. Oh, see. Jackie, I had a bad case of COVID and I have asthma now. You with asthma, you're not in the best group to get COVID at all. Anybody with any kind of lung issues. Obesity is a big, bad. Anybody that is obese is really bad with COVID in the hospital. They're really hard to save. So there's just a lot of different variables. Thank you, Eleni. Lenny, you're like my #1 super sticker. You get the award for being the #1 most super sticker person out there. Hi, Deb Lyons. Thank you, Eleni. Very much appreciated. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to put you into you. No, I didn't mean that. I meant, also, besides asthma, people that are obese have a bad time with it. I am too, hippie, tired. Anything special I could do for my 7-year-old? Odds are for your 7-year-old, they're going to be either asymptomatic or very mild symptoms, but throw in some extra vitamin C chewables and some vitamins, some complex or multivitamins, something like that. Can't hurt. You do, Amber, a cough on month 3 still? Yeah. So, what's weird is I always said, I think maybe I had it last January, and then, but the antibodies don't last. I finally took the antibody test like a month ago. And hello. Oh, thank you. Yes, Diane. Didn't we just, you asked me this in there? Yes. So throw in some vitamins, do some vitamin C chewables. And, like I said, you can just take those periodically, and multivitamin, and, obviously just teach the whole hand washing, everything. More likely your 7-year-old would be somebody that passes it to other people versus being a person that gets really sick from it. Has anybody heard the statistics on children? I've heard almost nothing about children, except for they're kind of like the little super spreaders. Jackie M, thank you so much for the super sticker. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Yes, multivitamin, sensible crime, me too. And pump up your vitamin C, vitamin D, Get out in the sun for your vitamin D. If you have sun where you're at, I tend to forget. One of my coworkers' niece has it, but she's a teenager. But she got pretty sick. She had like the vomiting, the diarrhea, and all the cold type flu symptoms. Your 9-year-old granddaughter had COVID. How bad was it, Angel? What were her symptoms? More adults are just more prone to getting really sick from it, for sure. So my son lost a chicken. One of our chickens is missing. He kept saying, oh, they keep getting out in the front yard. I'm like, you're going to lose one. Make sure you fix the fence. You know, I moved away. And then he calls me and then he's like, one of the yellow chickens is missing. Can you put it on the community board? Because he's not on it. I'm like, so chicken is missing. One down. I'm bummed because if I was there, that chicken would not have ever been missing. But what are you going to do? Chicken got out. They're just so sweet. I really like them. I miss the chickens. Excuse me. I also think we should try to eat a healthy diet right now just for COVID to help cope with stress. Yeah. My niece's daughters are 1 and 3, and they both have COVID. So does mommy and daddy. They're having cold-like symptoms. Oh, interesting. She might need to see a doctor. Yeah, it can affect your body systems for sure. So scary. What do you think about Chad talking Lori out of talking to the prosecutor? Why would Lori want to talk? Well, because maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah, back to Chad and Lori. Off my nursing soapbox here. Chad doesn't want her to say anything, right? Like, she might turn on him if in fact, if what Rob Wood is saying is true, as if it was just manipulation to get Lori to talk. If Chad is the head of this whole thing, he's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that he's not going to get blamed for it. Do you think he really wants to protect Lori? I don't. I think he's protecting himself. He's sneaky, like just sneaky. So I don't know. I know, but Pryor is running the Pryor Means show. Yep, agree, because Pryor has more experience as leading the pack, as they say. I love your imitation of Means. I imitate everybody in this whole case, right? It's like, oh. He's just such a crybaby. Like, he's just like, like that's how he is. Like, spit it out. Echo Lloyd, I've heard nothing. I've had some comments. In fact, I think you made a comment today on my channel saying that you feel like she's in the woods, and that they should get dogs out there. Now, I remember Kelsey telling us hunting season is over January 5th. So it means hunting season's over now. That would have been this week, right? So once hunting season was over, she said she wanted to get search parties out there. So let's hope about something. Yeah, Echo Lloyd's stories. Excuse me. Why am I coughing today? It's very quiet. Let me look. I'm going to look on the Echo Lloyd Facebook group to see if there's anything on her blog. Let's see. Oh. Bring Echo home. Anything new there? I'm checking. No. Last post was January 7th. And I'm sharing my screen with you. Last post was January 7th. This one, bring Echo home. And it is just her last seen info. Missing in Missouri. With the story, only 4 likes, 1 comment saying they shared. And then at January 4th, same thing. It's nobody's saying anything. Somebody wants a trained psychic. Somebody, one of the psychics says, I see water, dark, muddy, rotting leaves on the ground, getting into a car, someone she knew, feeling, yeah, I don't know. Again, January 1st, it's very quiet. There will be a candle. It looks like there's a candlelight vigil on the 10th, tomorrow. Oh, today's my brother's birthday. I gotta remember that. So it looks like there's a candlelight vigil being held for Echo. 32 people responded. So yeah, nothing really. Maybe, all those back to Lori, all those conversations. Well, no, they're not talking to each other right now, right? They can't talk to each other except for through their attorneys. Yes, don't forget to do a thumbs up. I know sometimes I find it hard to do it when I'm on the phone watching the live stream. So I don't know if you can, but don't forget on your way out, please. What about Oren and Orson? I didn't see anything new on them. The only thing I did see was the birth mother didn't really give a crap about him when she was pregnant. She was drinking. She's like, I was drinking with the other one. He was fine. I'm just drinking. And somebody's like, you're just drinking some wine. Then somebody had put up let me find it. Old 4-year-old. So before she was probably pregnant with the youngest one. It was 4 years ago, right? And it just says Paprika Dean is her name on Facebook or wherever this is coming from. And she says, we going back to where we was yesterday. And her friend says, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be out. I don't feel good today. And she said, girl, me neither. I was drinking, knowing damn well I wasn't supposed to have been. It wasn't heavy though, shit. I was drinking with little sincere. Oh. Okay, hold on, you guys. I got to get this. I'm sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, yeah. So I'm hired. We're going to do the whole backyard patio and stuff. With Roosevelt. Oh, you have something? Yeah, we're going to do. We're not going to just do what we planned. We're going to do the whole thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you were the one that came and told me about the DG, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. No. We're putting cement and everything. Cement? Yeah. I do it cement. Roosevelt. Roosevelt from Elements. Element, yeah. Yeah, I remember. But I'll let you know. Let me have the card again. Good price for you. Okay. Okay. I'll let you know. I'll take this. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. Was one of the landscapers. I got to get my backyard done. ASAP. Because it's like a new house and no backyard. So, but I already hired somebody else. And then this guy had come before. But I guess the guy that brought him, the contractor that brought him, didn't tell him. Okay. Come to my door without a mask on. Come on. People, wear your masks when you go to people's front doors. So anyway, she says, I was drinking. Girl, me neither. I was drinking knowing damn well I wasn't supposed to have been. It was heavy though, shit. I was drinking a little with sincere. And he's fine. I'm sure this baby will be fine too. Because remember, they changed their names, Oren and Orson. And and she says, all you was drinking was wine, so you should be good. And then Paprika Dean, the birth mom, says, LOL, yeah, wine and apple and E and J LMFAO. And then she forgot. She says, I forgot you hit the E and J. So she's got a GoFundMe up the birth mom for some reason, for God knows what. And who's saying this about drinking? Orrin and Orson's mom drinking when she was pregnant with him. And somebody found that on her Facebook and screenshotted it about it. But then now she's like, those people, they did something to my babies and I want my babies back. And I'm like, dude, you didn't even want your babies when they were in your uterus. Like, come on. I don't know. Yeah, paprika. So I don't know. Oh, I scared you? Yeah, because somebody was at my door. And I know I could have answered it through my phone, but he was standing there, wouldn't go away. I thought it was a delivery and he wouldn't go away. So, and then I was like, is this guy, because the guy I actually did hire to do the landscaping, I owe him money. So I figured it might've been him coming to get it. I couldn't tell who it was. Thank you, Lori Day. Thank you for the donation. I know we're like talking about 12 things at once here. Paprika, middle name turmeric. Yeah. Or basil or no, that's not a good one. Turmeric would be good. Wear a mask, yes. So the mom has so I'm a little bit, I know this is more like conspiracy theory thought on this whole thing, and I don't want to go there. I'm trying to stick with the facts. That's why I haven't put out another video on it, because there's no new facts. And I know everybody's really, really after the adopted parents. But I'm thinking this birth mom, she didn't want to give them up. They were taken from her, from the state, right? California took them from her. What if she hired somebody to go kidnap them so that she could go do this crap, blame these people, have them hidden away, and make money off the deal? She just doesn't sound like an upstanding member of society whatsoever. And it does sound like she uses those babies for money purposes. Believe me, I find this all day long at my job. Like, you're homeless, living in your car, and you're having baby number 8, and you want all these benefits, you know, and they're like, I need this and I need that. And it's like, your priorities are a little messed up. You know what I mean? Because you can get money if you're poor from the state for every baby you have. So I don't know. I'm a little cynical on that kind of stuff because I see it. And it's like, you know, in the long run, these kids are going to cost you a heck of a lot more money. And then look, somebody like her, she loses them. Thank you. Yes, I do have my Instacart link. You guys, if you want to do the Instacart link, you can help my channel out by doing that as well. Thank you, Michelle. And then Michelle did mention the Discord for members, and we can chat about the cases and everything in there. We have a couple different rooms. We have a Vallow Daybell and a general chat, and then we have voice chat in there. And then we will be watching our shows on Sunday nights. Why is the Bio family coming out now anyways? Where were they when boys were taken away? Right. I mean, that aunt was screaming. I know everybody thinks that, and I hate saying it because I've watched some of the other channels and they're really, really after these adopted parents. And there is some weird stuff out there, the neighbors' videos and stuff that never show the kids. I'm just more like, I'm going to wait and see. I can't attack these people. What if they're genuinely freaked out and grieving? What if they're super uncomfortable in front of the camera while a group of people are screaming at them? And that aunt, it was screaming at them, what'd you do with my nephews? You know, and they're like, this is why we didn't want to come out here. Well, I wouldn't have came out either. So people would have been talking shit on me for sure. I would have been like as nervous as hell with the whole lynch mob in front of me, no matter what, whether I had something to do with it or not, you know? Christian, how are you a new member? All right. You've been a member all along, haven't you? Oh, Audrey. Paprika isn't the smartest spice in the cupboard. She'll get caught soon enough. A GoFundMe really why. Yeah, that is weird, right? Oh, upgrade. Okay. All right. I see. All it tells me over here is that you. Oh, okay. On my one, it says, okay, on the On the StreamYard, it says you became a member. Over here, when I'm looking at the actual YouTube channel, it says upgraded membership to 6 cents. But I thought I got rid of 6 cents. Christian? I don't know. YouTube is messing me up really bad. So we'll worry about that later. I may, because I was going to put the next level down to have all the 6 cents, all the 6 cents stuff. I'm just very confused about what's happening now. And I guess I'll have to work on it. Question, why did the adoptive parents hold this press conference without the police present? Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. They should have probably had police there instead of just coming outside to talk like that on their own. Especially with the crowd there, I mean, I guess maybe the media can be a little bit, like, hey, can you come talk, say a few words to us? Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Did cadaver dogs pick up a scent in the backyard? Is this why there was digging? I'm under this understanding that there were dogs that picked up the scent of the kids in the house, but not outside the house. I don't think it was cadaver dogs. I think it was just like human scent dogs, whatever the word is, So I don't know why they put these big holes in the backyard in this one particular area. So did the ground seem disturbed there? Scott Rice said, I'm very worried that Pryor is going to start interviewing all the other witnesses and such and causing many more problems. Don't think it's the end of the issue. Don't want a mistrial. Yeah, he's going to cause all kinds of problems. That's why again, I'm not an attorney or play one on TV or anything, literally I'm the same as all you guys as far as that goes. But I'm thinking Pryor's going to do whatever he can to stir the pot and stir the pot and stir the pot. Like he's probably got his nose in some book right now. Like, what am I going to, oh, here's something I got something else. I don't think he can try to remove Rob Woods. I mean, that would look really stupid at this point. But I think that he's going to try to stir things up a lot. Scott Rice said he wouldn't do anything for the defense now. If needed, would be in writing only. Oh, yeah. I'd be like, peace out. Don't talk to me, Mr. Pryor and Mr. Means. Like, get off my lawn. Yeah, stupid. But if I had control and enough information, I literally Monday morning, if I was Rob Wood, if he could do it, if he has what he needs, I would be filing those murder charges on Monday. I'd be like, okay, game over. Time to play big boys here. Guess what now? Now you can't be their attorney because you are not qualified to be their attorney in a murder case. So bye, Mr. Pryor and I guess Mr. Pryor could actually be backup or help, be on the defense team, but he can't be the main defense attorney. Who wants boys gone? If the boys never left Bakersfield, but the boys' smell was in that house. So the boys did leave Bakersfield. They have been to the new house. The dogs picked up their scent in that house. So while everybody's saying that the boys never left Bakersfield and the neighbors saying we never saw the boys, the people have 6 kids. Like, what is everybody Mrs. Kravitz or out there sitting on their front lawn going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They didn't know these kids were going to come up missing. I don't know. I don't know how many people live next door. I don't know how many people live down the street. I've been here since about the same time. I moved in my house in October. They moved in theirs in September. I don't know why everybody thinks they know exactly every piece of business that's going on inside that house or outside that house. It's cold. It's not like a cul-de-sac. They're not in like the big family friendly neighborhood. It's the middle of winter. They're in the Mojave Desert. It's not, it looks like it's not even like a quiet, like it's a more of a busier street area. There's not a lot of houses around there. They're far apart. Like, unless you're sitting out there 24/7 with the binoculars, how do they know that those kids have never been in that house? Like, are they peeking in the windows? You know what I mean? Like, I just have a hard time accusing those adoptive parents yet. I just don't jump on that bandwagon yet. You know, I bet you nobody's ever seen my mother. Like, literally, my neighbors will be like, what? Like, she has an old lady living in there? No way. We never saw her. I don't think she ever moved there. Nope. They could say that because, well, she's 83 years old and she doesn't go out front. You know? I think I've taken her out of the house one time to the doctor since we moved in, and it's COVID. So I can't go on that one. That's my 2 cents on accusing the adopted parents. Like, I don't know that they're innocent, but I don't know that they're guilty either. I don't like it. My channel will not be a channel that is all about jumping on a bandwagon, accusing people. See, Tracy, you haven't seen my mom. You guys haven't even seen my mom. So I know there's cameras, but you know, these two are the little ones. I want to see 24 hours of camera footage from the day they moved in, and then I'll tell you if those kids ever were there. I all these bits and pieces that Mr. Neighborhood, you know, YouTuber is like, oh yeah, look at this. And I'm just not going to jump on that bandwagon. There's plenty of other channels getting a hell of a lot more views than mine are that are all after those parents. And I don't like it. I just don't. It doesn't feel right to me to accuse anyone. Yeah, it's all over the place for sure. I mean, it is, but you know, I just like, you know, everybody thinks Barry Morphew is the murderer, and he might be, but I'm not jumped on that bandwagon either. I'm not going to go after anybody that isn't have any charges or been named a suspect. You know, I wait. There's other cases. There's plenty other cases out there to explore and look at. You know, I think the boys never got medical care. When did they need medical care? When? How often do you take your kids to the doctor? They moved there in September. What medical care did they need? Doctors aren't even seeing patients for the last year. It's video conferencing. And if you're not sick, don't come in. And if you're sick, stay home unless you're dying. Like, no doctors on record says who. They were 3 and 4. They lived there for 3 months. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate here because I watch some of these other ones and I just go, dude, we just can't accuse possible innocent people. You know, Mom, come here. I went in there to tell her I was going to record. She still doesn't even understand what the heck I do on this thing. And she goes, you mean I can't come out at all? I go, you can come out, but if you start singing, they're going to hear you or yelling at the phone or the TV or whatever. Yeah, now I've heard something about a fractured leg. I heard it on the news, but I also heard it was from the past, that one of the reasons they went into foster care was because the child was brought to the ER with a fractured leg. So it sounds like there was some child abuse going on from mommy, and I don't think that was current fractured leg. I don't think he's got a current fractured leg. Right. I know. What, somebody's mad now? I mean, this is my, I'm just, okay, bye. But Why is she mad? That's funny. No doctors on record. Okay, well, I am just telling you. You can go look at anybody. How many of you guys have taken your kids to the doctor in the last 6 months? Why? If they weren't sick, why would you take them to the doctor? I don't know. She got mad and left because I have a different opinion of her. That of the rest of the witch hunt people. I don't know that they're innocent. I don't know that. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, I want proof. Sorry, Patty and Pink. Patty, whatever your name is. I didn't mean to piss you off, but and how do we know there's no doctors? It was records. That's HIPAA. Who released the HIPAA information? Right? Like I'm just playing devil's advocate. Just because somebody on YouTube says there's no doctor information, well, that person doesn't have a right to look at people's medical records. That is a freaking against the law. You can't. I can't call up and get somebody's medical records. Well, I can because for my job, but it has to be somebody I'm providing care for, right? I just won't do it. And, and somebody can leave because I won't do it. They can leave, but I don't know. My gut is to be ethical and not to jump to conclusions. And when the time comes, I will be like, okay, look, yep, now this all adds up. But I'm not going to be that kind of channel. I'm just not. There's plenty. You guys got plenty of other channels that you can watch that are. If you want a little bit of this and a little bit of that, mix it all up. We got me over here that's not going to jump to conclusions, and we got other people that have theories and special powers and everything else. Right. At this point, anything is possible. You're playing wrong, Kathy. YouTube blames and blames hard, which I don't. Should I just do like a travel channel? I got my Greece video up, whatever. I can just go travel California for right now and show you all kinds of places that aren't open. Let's see. Connie, I heard a cop say someone was pretending to throw up. That is exactly what I look like when I get dry heaves, and it happens when I'm very upset. Oh, I missed all what you're talking about. Well, it's true. We can all have a different, everybody has their, I watch those other channels too. I watch them, but I'm just like, my channel's not, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make up stuff or go on like, ooh, they looked out of the side of their eye, and then the wife looked out of the side of the eye, and the cop looked out of the side of the eye. So now I see 3 people looking out of the side of the eye, and I'm putting this all together, and look what happened. And oh my goodness. And when you research side of the eye, la, 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 like I'm totally making something up right now. You know what I mean? But I just can't go there. That's all. We enjoy following the Lori Daybell case. A lot of people are here for my channel just for that. I have thrown out some more cases recently because, I don't want to just be the Vallow Daybell channel. But, it's easy to say people are acting weird, but nobody can say how they would behave if you're in this situation yourself. Who knows how we'd act? Right. I made what point, Connie? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm missing. There's a bunch of side eye. Catherine looked out of the side of her eye, so she's in there. She's in that group. Thank you, Ron. Switzerland. Hey, I walked and I got my new treadmill. Finally, I ordered it in June. It finally showed up. So I've had it for like a week and a half now. And I did a beautiful walk through somewhere in Switzerland yesterday on it. It's a Peloton. Oh my gosh, you guys. People are like, oh my God, for a treadmill. But It is like the Cadillac Mercedes-Benz of treadmills. It's really big and the screen is huge on it, but you can do walks through everywhere in the world pretty much. Plus they have the live classes, plus they have the other classes where they tell you, you know, turn the incline up to this or turn it down to that or go at this speed now or your heart rate should be this or that. So I went, my point was I took a walk in Switzerland and I don't know where I was, but I want to do it again. It was super pretty along the river and up on this area with all this grass. It's gorgeous. I felt like I was there. Let's see. But how would they know the kids were in the backyard? They wouldn't be afraid of a fit dad gathering wood. And if you look at the drone footage of that yard, it's pretty big. Their property's pretty big. The fence is pretty high. If they're just on the patio, I don't know how many people, unless you were like literally like peering over the fence, I don't know if you would absolutely know. Wait. I would be nervous as crap, like those adoptive parents, if my kids were missing. And I'd be really nervous if I had, you know, people in my front yard yelling at me. And people have broken their windows. Their windows are boarded up. They had to leave their house. They don't feel safe in their house right now. You know? Oh, it's amazing. You know, I had the Peloton bike. I've never been a super athletic person. I'm just not, you know, and the bike was kind of fun, but was really hard. And I started to dread getting on it. So I gave it to my daughter. They're in their 20s. They can have it. And then I got the treadmill, and I like the treadmill better. And I can walk. Like the other day I was on the phone talking to my sister, and I'm just like, you know what? I can walk on the treadmill while I'm talking to people. I could walk on the treadmill while I'm talking to you if I really wanted to pick up my computer and my lights. Okay, Ron, thank you so much. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone, as well. Thank you. Oh, goodness. One Crazy Raspberry. Cool name. Crazy Raspberry. COVID symptoms. I just got out of the hospital. Husband out of ICU. He had seizures from it. Everybody reacts differently. Yes. You know, the seizures, the blood clots. I mean, it's scary stuff. When it gets bad, it gets bad, bad, bad. So I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad your husband's out of ICU. Gosh, that's horribly scary. So sorry. Glad you're okay. Thank God. I love my boy and he has come up missing doesn't mean I don't care or not watching him. You know how many times I lost my kids? I mean, you guys, 4 kids, right? I remember one time, Michael was my youngest. So my kids were, when my baby was born, my kids were 9. My youngest was born. My kids were 9, 7, and 5. The 9, 7, and 5-year-olds were involved in everything. The 5-year-old was figure skating. We were at the rink all the time. The ice skating rink. She was a figure skater. The boys played baseball. We were at the baseball park all the time, literally every day. Sometimes I'd run to the ice skating rink, drop her off, go back to the field, watch one of the games, go get her, come back to the field, watch the next game. And I had a baby. Well, when he was 2, they were 12, you know, and 10 and 7. Same crap going on. And I remember one time he used to be like run around, and other kids at the, you know, other parents' kids would play with him because they liked playing with the 2-year-old and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, oh, my kid's up to bat, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, watching some exciting happen. And my son was a pitcher. And all of a sudden I'd be like, where's Michael? And then I see the kids he was just playing with, and they're like, he's over there. Holy crap. Like ready to pee my pants. My husband was the manager. I'm just like, we're missing, Michael's missing. And he's all, you know, we would have probably been, if the kid was really kidnapped, we would have been like all over the freaking news. Like, look at these terrible parents, you know? Like they were awful. The dad was like, "Oh, we got a game here," and I'm all, help me find Michael. I mean, I remember one time it was like 10 minutes before I found the damn kid, and I didn't call 911. They're like, "Well, it took her so long to call 911. She ran around for 10 minutes looking for him." You know, so I just think there's stuff when you look back that we all, as parents, could have like done a better job, and we didn't. You get a false sense of security sometimes. If my kids were sitting in the back patio, I'd been like, where'd they go? Where are they? I mean, I raised my kids in the 90s, so I guess it was a safer time. I don't know. Let's see. Did you see the missing girl from Denver airport? I think I saw it on Draper Brothers. I heard about her. I want to look at that case because that seems really interesting to me. They said she was on that plane and she never got off or she never came back out. I don't know anything about the case. All I know is she went missing after flying into Denver airport, but she never left the airport. Right? So I want to look in that one. That one sounds, and I know I have a lot of people that are based in Denver airport, friends that I know. So I'm going to maybe pick their brain about it and see what they think. And remember, I used to work for United Airlines. They have a big base there. I don't know what airline she was flying. Let's see. My son is Downs and needs some social skills. Gets it from experience. I don't know how many times I got lost in Walmart as a kid. Oh, I remember when we were kids, we got lost at SeaWorld one time. Well, we weren't really lost. We thought we were lost, me and my brother. But our parents were on the other side of like the little dolphin thing. And we were like, Mommy, Daddy, we're lost. And they're like right over there. And they're like, calm down. You're not lost. But, and then one time my ex-husband, Michael, they were like, he was probably like 4 or 5. And he lost him in the grocery store. And so Michael went, I got one more story. Michael went up to them and my husband was like, Mr. So-and-so, you're needed in the front of the store. Your little boy is looking for you. So he went up and said, I lost my dad. And then they found his dad. We were at a baseball game at Angel Stadium in Anaheim. And it was Boy Scout night or something like that. I think we went. So game was over and we were all the way in the highest area up there. And Timmy, my oldest, was, I don't even think Michael was born yet. So he was probably like 6 or 7. And we were walking down. Everybody was leaving. I think maybe Michael. No. Yeah, I don't think we had Michael yet. And so I was talking to somebody, and then I had Ryan, my daughter, who was, probably 4 or 3 at the time. And, we had that middle kid who was always, having a temper tantrum over something. And all of a sudden I was like, where's Timmy? And we kept going down and down and down and down. And there's no Timmy. Nobody knows where Timmy is. So my husband runs to the car where everybody parked because we had a tailgate thing before. No Timmy out there. No Timmy anywhere. I'm like, where is he? I'm like, where's security? So literally had to run all the way around the other side of the stadium when we got to the bottom to find security. And he was in there. Like, here's your son. I'm like, what the hell? And he knew he lost us, and he went to a police officer that he saw, security or police officer, whatever. And he said, I'm lost. They took him in there, and lo and behold, yes, here's your child. We have him. So, dude, I could have been in trouble so many times if one of those times was like somebody actually nabbing my kid. You'd be having a YouTube channel about me. Okay. Okay, a woman claims she was sitting next to her and she was in a dark colored wig. The missing girl was in a dark colored wig, or the woman was in a dark colored wig? Does he know that you refer to him as that middle kid? Oh yeah. That's my son, Nick, the one with the chickens. He's my mom. He was such a crybaby, whiny, but his whole life, he still is. He knows I say that about him. He's good, but I tell him he's a hypochondriac. He's like, I know I am. That middle kid. He's no longer the middle kid because I had another kid after him. So, but at the time he was that middle kid. He's not scarred by it. I don't think. Maybe, might be. I don't know. Whatever. I got 4 kids to adulthood. I'm good. Yes, it was. And I lost one. I got him back, but I lost one. Let's see. Kids are fast. My daughter, when 3 years at Disney, turned around and she was gone. There were others with us. She was just gone. Security found her up in front information center. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. The Denver missing girl was in dark colored wig and she had a burner phone. The missing girl was in a dark wig. But how did they know? Like, so I guess I really need to look into this story. So was Denver home for her? Was she going home? Why was she in a wig? She was trying to disguise herself. My concern is that she's been lured away with some guy. So how old is she? How old is the girl that's missing in the dark colored wig? Bye, Karen. Bye. Okay, so Denver's home. She was visiting her father. So she came home in disguise. My ex and I lost our 3-year-old once in a very large grocery store. We were frantic. Then heard them paging us. She was fine, got shaken up for a while. Oh, yeah. You get like so shaken up for sure. And then just imagine if you never found her, how horrible it would be and how people would blame you and everything. And it happened so fast. Well, Michael used to do it on purpose. He used to go like when we were at Kohl's or something. Do we have Kohl's in? Whatever, like Target. He would go inside the rounders, like where the rounders are, where all the clothes are. And he would hide in there on purpose. And I'd be like, he did this like 4 or 5 times. And I'd be like, Michael, where are you? Michael. I mean, he literally was right next to me, snuck into one of the rounders. And then he'd be like, hee. And I was like, oh, you're not coming to the store with me anymore. We would do that on purpose. Bye, Diane. Enjoy. Lots of kids aggravate me. Gravitate to you. Oh, they gravitate. I thought they aggravated you. They gravitate. You look like Mrs. Claus. So they're like, hey, Mrs. Claus, we're lost. I'm lost. Can you help me? You look like a nice lady. Okay. Missing girl has a burner phone. She's 16, maybe a boyfriend. Teens can be devious. Yes. Let's hope it all it is. She had some plan or something. Bye, Connie. Thank you for being here. Zap girl was supposed to be here today as a guest. I don't know what happened. I've emailed back and forth a bunch of times. So maybe next Saturday. I don't know. I invited her. She said she wants to come on. She follows the Daybell case pretty well too. So I think it'd be good to have another YouTuber on here to talk about it. Her mom had all the girls' texts sent to her phone. She wasn't allowed social media at 16. Oh, okay. So interesting. So they're super strict. Super strict. So, which almost gives me a little bit of hope for her of not being kidnapped, because if your parents are that strict and you're 16 and you think you know it all and you're just like, peace out, I got this guy, he's going to take care of me and we're going to run off and live happily ever after. I mean, millions of people got married back in the day at 16, 17, right? And raised families. So that actually makes me feel a little bit better that she's a super strict mom, because it sounds like rebellion could be the what's going on. Bye, Emily. Okay, this one says, Betty, She lives in Denver with her mom, was visiting her dad in Arizona, and then changed into wig outfit just before going on plane into Denver. After deplaning, took train to 61st and Peanut and walked down Tower Road. For real? And that's where they lost sight of her? So she did leave the airport. That airport is the biggest square mile wise airport in the country. That airport is huge. I mean, as far as like the land they own, but it's also huge. The terminals are huge. She did mention it on her live. So I guess maybe next Saturday she'll come on, because she sent me an email on Wednesday. It said, is it this week or next week? And I said, well, either one's fine, but this week would be great. You know, because I figured we had the Daybell court hearing and stuff to talk about. So I'll keep in touch with her. I gave her my phone number. So maybe she'll come on. I know she had a really super long live stream yesterday. She had someone on there with her. Yeah, maybe she just took off. Oh, I think there was, because her mom said she had run off before. Okay. First of all, if she got on the plane and had a wig and tried to disguise herself, sounds like she had a plan. Just hopefully whoever she met up with is not a criminal, you know. Instead of meeting her stepdad. Oh, so she did this on her own. Sounds like she took off. Sounds like a runaway to me. We'll just pay attention, see what happens. Sounds like a runaway, though, right now. Runaway situation. Like, oh, I was at my dad's. Crap, I have to go back to my mom. My mom's mean and strict. I'm not going there. My son, Nick, again, one day was with his friends, and I think it was Thanksgiving. It was a holiday, and he wouldn't come home. I literally chased his dumb ass. Like, I ran after him, chasing him, trying to get him to come back. He was probably 13, 14. He hid from me. Like, he literally missed Thanksgiving. He hid from me. He just hid from me. I'm telling you, that kid's lucky he's alive, because I would have probably killed him if I could have. He was such a brat. Who is Guy? Okay, someone explain. This is somebody that works for the prosecutor's office, and apparently took a call from Summer Shiflett. So Summer must have, from what I'm understanding, because they didn't allow much of what happened there because it was hearsay, Summer must have called the prosecutor's office, and this person, what was the first name? The last name is Guy. Somebody Guy. Took a call. This is the way I'm understanding it. She took a call from Summer Shiflett, who called and said she wanted to talk to the prosecutor. So Summer must have called and said, after that whole hearing and stuff, and said, I want to set my record straight. They took the call. Then they got back in touch with Summer. Summer was willing to come on. Mindy Guy, yes, was willing to come on, and the judge didn't allow it. But there was a statement from Mindy Guy and from Summer. Let's see. I can't understand that they were super strict with social media, but they let her travel by herself. Yeah, kind of weird like that, but you know, then you're talking money. Like, I'm going to escort my 16-year-old on a 1 hour flight, hour and a half flight to go see her dad in Arizona or come back. Your second son could be Nick. See, it's my second son too. One more Nick story. He went to a party on New Year's Eve one time, and he didn't come home the next day. And we did have cell phones at this point. At Sprint. It was like calling him, phone went to voicemail. Well, I had a tracker on his phone where I was able on Sprint, like I had it on there where I could see where his phone was. And so I'm like tracking his phone, and his phone the next morning was moving away from town instead of him coming home on New Year's Day to go to our family. We have family get together on New Year's Day. I'm like, Michael, get in the car, literally go to where I've tracked this phone, freaking out, calling him every 15 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, he was in the literally where this phone pinged was like the ghetto, like scary neighborhood. I went in, everybody had bars on the windows, and I'm driving up and down the street. I have to get gas. My car's running out of gas. I have Michael in the car with me, and I'm like calling him. Phone's going to voicemail, blah, blah, blah. And I was like driving up and down these streets. I'm like, where the hell's Nick? Oh my God. Like, should I knock on doors? Where is he? Where is he? Why is he in this scary neighborhood? My phone rings. Hey mom, it's Nick. I'm like, from an unknown number. I'm like, where the hell are you? Someone stole my phone at the party last night. I just woke up. I'm at so-and-so's house. I'm like, you're still at the party? Yeah, but someone stole my phone. Literally, someone stole his damn phone, and I chased his phone. I could have got my damn self killed. So yeah, I'm sure I'm a lot more Nick stories. Honestly. Scott Rice says it is now war in the Daybell case. Oh yeah. I'm at war and I ain't even in the case. I'm at war with Pryor and Means. I'm like, I hate them now. Like, I hate them. They're just so yucky. What's everyone talking about? There's about 4 or 5 different conversations going on. Nothing. I mean, we're talking about Daybells. We're talking about the girl missing in Denver. We're talking about my son, Nick. Hopefully he's not watching this. No, he's working. He's actually a very good young man now. He's 29 years old. He's got chickens and 4 cats, a fiance, and he's a mailman. So there's hope. There's hope. Fauna Fry, that's another one. I haven't heard anything about hers. Her friends have blocked me from their Facebook group. So I don't know. Because, I wasn't following their instructions well enough, apparently, of what I was allowed to talk about. Yeah. So I don't know nothing about Fauna Fry in my world so far. I do have one of my friends, Kathy. I know where she is. Sometimes she's in this chat. That gives me updates when she sees anything. But I know they're selling T-shirts, and I really think even the community, there was something posted recently where people were really mean on the group, were asking questions, and the reply was really just like, that question's been answered, read the chat. That question's been answered, read the chat. And somebody piped in and said, this isn't cool. People are super mean here right now. We're just part of this community and we want to help. And, I was living in that town, and I posted in the Grants Pass community page. I had other people that were willing to go looking. It was right before I moved, and I was willing to kind of stir the pot. And I got a lot of people from that town, interested in the case. And they were like, nobody go there. Don't disturb the soil, blah, blah, blah. We're having this, we're having dogs, we're having that. And I don't think anything really ever happened. A subscriber to Trisha Websuit, never miss her chats except sometimes her afternoon ones. I forget, love her. I like Trisha. I think Trisha is super real. She doesn't try to do anything crazy or fancy. She's super cool. I like her, and I subscribe to her channel too. I can never get her I can never watch her afternoon ones really because I'm working. But I really like Trisha on Websleuths. I think she's got a good channel, and she runs the Websleuths page, and you can get a lot of information on cases over there as well. She owns it, right? Will Chad and Lori turn on each other? I think they will. I really do. I think they will. Also, if you guys see Trisha, she told me to email her a while ago, and I did, and I haven't heard back. So tell her to check her spam folder maybe and see if my email's in there, because I don't want to bug her, but she did tell me to email her, and I did, and then I didn't hear back. So if you're ever over there and I'm not, tell her to check her spam folder and see if she's got my email. Hi, Allie Brewer. My hope is that Melanie P will make a deal with the state. Yeah, I think Melanie P's got some inside info. Her and Zalema and Melanie Gibb are probably a huge, huge piece to the puzzle to get these guys convicted, I think. I really do. What? Did Pryor really ask to go pee? I didn't see that. But then again, I was working. What's my view on the Suzanne Morphew case? I don't know. I feel like it's going cold. I don't know. Obviously they don't have enough to arrest anybody. I think they really, excuse me. I think they really need a body in that case for some reason before they can make an arrest. I did do a couple Suzanne Morphew videos, but then again, I didn't want to jump again. The way I look at things, I didn't want to jump on the attack the husband thing. Not that I think he's innocent, but I just don't go there. And so kind of waiting to follow up on that when something happens in the case. There is some talk that search that they did was basically not a search that was arranged. There's also some talk that I heard that Andy Morphew is pissed about the way that search went and that he is not talking to any of those YouTubers anymore. I don't know how true any of this is, but I think that there was a lot more stuff that went on behind the scenes that pissed people off. So I'm just kind of waiting and sitting back on the Suzanne Morphew case to see what the deal is with that one, because I just think they need a body, and I don't know if they're ever going to find one. I just feel like that one's kind of going cold. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so you think Trisha might have just missed my email? I'll email her again. Okay, I can do that. Some don't get to her very fast. Okay. Yeah, that's why I have actually, you guys, as far as my email goes, like I have my email in there. Somebody gave me a really long email the other day about some case they want me, and I didn't even have time to read the whole thing. And I forwarded it over to Michelle. I made her an extra email. It's moderator@left-undone.com. So if you ever email me and I don't get back to you, you can always email over there. Michelle's sort of a good go-to person for my second, backup for email, because then she can read those emails and tell me if something's super duper interesting or important that I need to answer. So it's moderator@left-undone.com. She volunteered to take some of the email. I wonder if Chad and Lori will be sitting next to each other at their trial. I don't know. Do they do that? I don't think I've ever watched a whole two people trial. The Groves. Is that a same kind of thing where there were two people on the combined joinder trial? Yes, there you go. Suggestions. And then you guys, we do have a case request form. We're still going through them. I did the one case, which was one of you guys was a case request, and it was the one on the Mikkel Biggs. I did that one. We're working on a second one that's actually pretty active right now. Getting all the facts together on that one that someone had posted. The Chance, right? Michelle Chance. Somebody's Chance. I don't know the last name. I think it's Chance, right? What does it say? Teresa, sad because Randy was his parents' only child. Randy was drunk, possibly drugged at a high school party. It could be anywhere. I feel sad for his parents. Oh, is that the one on Profiling Evil? No, not Profiling Evil. Adventures with Purpose, the parents that he went missing in the 80s. Yes, one just finished of parents that killed a kid. Oh, wow. Okay. Chance Engelbert. There you go. That was a case request from one of you all. And it is, the case request is, we're working on it. That will be a case we're going to go over. So for sure. And then there's more in there. I mean, there's more, but we do have a case request form. And I can see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it in my Google Drive. Has anybody followed my daughter's podcast, her postpartum podcast? What do you think? Anybody listen to it? Speaking postpartum? Oh, there you go. Thank you, Michelle. You're on it. Michelle's on it. Eleni's on it. Michelle's on it. Eleni's on it. Both of them. Thank you, guys. Okay, I don't know that case. I didn't follow it, but interesting. It'd be interesting to see the prosecutor, how they handled it. Randy Leach. Chance, okay. Oh, good. I'm glad, Lori, you're listening to it. Yeah, I think she's got four interviews so far that she did. I'm glad you listened to it. It's a good topic, especially for anybody that has daughters or anybody or any young women that are having pregnancy babies. Like the postpartum period can be really wild. And you have no idea what you're going to expect about it. So, you don't know how you're going to breastfeeding and emotions and postpartum depression. And we know these people with postpartum psychosis. Michelle, Kathy's name is misspelled on the email to that link. It is? My name is misspelled? I don't know what email. What? What the heck? There's something wrong. Michelle, did you do something to this? Something's messed up on this form. There's a weird thing at the top. No. What the heck? The form description is messed up. Can you see previous versions? Don't touch it. Just share it. No, something is wrong with me when he's taking over for now. Follow her. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure out what's going on. But there's something weird at the top. It says form description. It doesn't actually talk about the form. So something went on. Something got messed up here. And then it goes into name a victim. But the form is the form needs something fixed. I don't know if you can go back to the older version and fix it. Watch on YouTube, just the prosecution part. It could have been a TV show. Female prosecutor. I love to see her cross-examine Chad and Lori. Give it a watch. Okay, cool. I will check it out. Well, I mean, you know. Michelle isn't feeling good. Michelle, you don't try to do too much. Rest and feel better. For real. Like, you need to just get better and feel better and get your energy and rest and eat healthy, and don't be so, I know you love to help, but sometimes you have to take care of yourself first and foremost, please. We can't have you not feeling well. You need to get better. I still would like to know what's wrong with this form. I would like to know why it is messed up, because now it says at the top, it says form description, but then it doesn't explain the title's gone. So it should say like left undone, incomplete investigations, case request. That's what it should say. And then there should be bold. No, undo that. I'll worry about it later. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. Is the USA still on lockdown from COVID? Apparently not, because people could go storm the Capitol building last week and just take over. So I don't think so. Actually, you know, it's just, you can go anywhere. I live in California. No indoor dining. You know, so many people in a store at a time. They're using clickers to make sure that, you know, only so many people are in the store at one time. Some of it's kind of dumb because you can be standing within a foot of somebody in the store. But then they have like, a lot of stores have like arrows for up and down aisles. And, but like, I'm just personally, like, I'm doing all my groceries as a pickup or a delivery instead of, going in anywhere as far as I can. But around Christmas time, I went into Hobby Lobby and different stores, you know, as far as that goes. So they say California's on lockdown, but look at that dude came to my door today. Neighbor down the street's getting a pool put in. You know, the biggest difference is there's no real lockdown, even though they call it that. They try to make it sound like it's scarier and bigger than what they're actually doing, in my opinion. I just think that I can go do anything I want right now. I can leave my house. I can go to Walmart. I can leave my house. I can go to McDonald's. I can leave my house. I can go for a walk. I can, you know, I can go to my pool. We have a pool here. It's open, but there's rules and only so many people there at a time. And you have to wear your mask when you walk into the pool area, but then you can take it off and you can't use their chairs, but you can bring your own chair. And when you're in the pool, you're allowed to take your mask off. I don't know, you know. Taco Saturday. Yum. That sounds yummy. Taco Saturday at my house. Love y'all. See you later. Have a great weekend. Yeah, we probably should wrap. We've been going for a while. I don't even know. I'm like in a talkative mood or something today. Oh my goodness. You did? Carpe diem. I'm glad you made it. I mean, it's kind of, when you think about people that like survived COVID, they all need a t-shirt that says I survived COVID, you know? Let's see what Sensible has to say. I'm in Missouri. We don't believe in fancy things like lockdowns, but we lead the nation in leeches and snaking. California's on lockdown. Nobody's allowed out. National Guard is up and down every street with guns. Nothing like that. They make lockdown sound like lockdown, like don't act. You better have a reason to leave your house. And I want proof. What? You got to go to pick up your prescription? I don't think that's a good reason. Sorry. You know, whatever. So you're silly. You are silly. You have survived. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Appreciate it. Third lockdown in England. London is about to go into state of emergency. Yeah, I really think it's bad everywhere, all over the place. And either people are going to get it or they're going to get the vaccine. I mean, and some point, hopefully it'll let itself out. I want to go. I want to travel. I need to go somewhere. I'm so tired of not going anywhere. I raised those dang kids, especially that Nick, and now I wanted to travel. And then COVID comes. Michael, my youngest, moved out 2 years ago, and so that my whole plan was to start traveling, right? Even before I tried this channel. So I went to Greece. I got that one in. And I did post the part 1 of that if anybody wants to see it. I put it on another channel because I'm not going to mix crime with travel. But I still need to work on the rest of that trip because I broke my finger, almost drowned. I got swept away in a river. We had a blowout. We got locked out of our apartment. I got locked in a bathroom, and we had a great time. Fall of Scotland on total lockdown. Has it become more flammably? It's more strict now. Yeah, I mean, we may get that way because ICU beds are scarce. You got a new dishwasher and you're excited for 2 days. Hey, that stuff is exciting. Yes, it was an amazing trip, Betty. Amazing. Broke it. I don't know. Can you see? I think I showed you guys this before, but this finger, I broke it when I got swept away in a river. I put it to protect my butt against a rock, and then it got smashed. So it's not like, see, it goes like this now. And I didn't go to the doctor because I'm a terrible nurse, and I just thought it would get better. And then I realized one day when I was hanging a picture, I'm like, oh, something's wrong with my finger. I did. I got swept down the river to Hades. There's a river in Greece. It's called the it's in Parga. Archeron River. And let me show you it. It is gorgeous river, like just amazing. Let me find images for it. And I'll share my screen. It was our second to last day there. And it was this river, right? Well, it is so full of rocks. And it wasn't super deep where I got swept away, but I got swept away. Oh, we sat on this bridge. And we did these rapids and stuff too. And it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad, but I slipped and it started, and I'll put it in the video. My cousin's like, are you going to put your near drowning, swept away, my video I took of you? Because she was videoing me as I got swept away in the river. And I was like, they're like, grab a rock. I'm like, I can't. Yeah. So I will put, this is the river. And it was really, really gorgeous, just gorgeous. But I slipped, I got swept away in it. But this is the river, it's in Parga, and it is the river to Hades from Greek mythology, is that river. And it is, so apparently, my son Nick says, oh, you almost went to hell on your trip. And I'm like, probably realized I didn't belong there. So yeah, that was the river. But anyways, I'll have that in the video. But see, like this guy is swimming. It got deep in some point. It was freezing cold water. But it was gorgeous. And it's the river in Greek mythology where Achilles' mom dipped him in the water and held him by his ankle. It's that river. So this is just like internet pictures I found, but I have pictures that we took there. And of course, picture of me being, swept away. Hit my tailbone and then tried to protect my hand or my butt with my hand and then smashed my finger. So that was that. That's what happened there. I watched several stories about dead healthcare workers and said, yep, I can wear a mask and gloves and wash my hands. Least I can do. Mm-hmm. They're exhausted. My daughter's friend works at a hospital that I used to work at briefly, and she works on the COVID floor. And she posted a video after work the other day. It was a 14-hour day. She literally had a patient that needed an ICU bed, and they didn't have one. They had to wait for somebody to die to get that patient the bed. So she is just so tired. But she's had her vaccinations now, and I got super depressed over the last week or so. Life seems pretty sad and hopeless right now. Lonely, bored, nothing to look forward to. All I do is work, etc. Yeah, me too. That's why I make, I work. It's good and it's bad, and then this stuff, make you guys videos in the meantime. But other than that, my granddaughter, she's born in August. I haven't really got to spend any time with her. Oh my goodness. Just shut up. Okay. My friend Patty, clearly she's not watching because she's calling me. She tried to call me last night too while I was doing this. And she tried to call me yesterday while I was working. But I tried to call her back, and then she texted me and she said that she had bad signal where she was and she wasn't going to get her butt up on the couch. So she can wait. Anyways, but yeah, we probably should be done. We went long, hour and 42 minutes. Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about before we go? I'll look at that. That girl from Denver sounds like a runaway to me. And, Orrin and Orson, I don't know what's going to happen there. I hope they find them. I almost have a weird sense that they're not dead for some reason. And I don't know. Hopefully I'm right, because that would be best outcome, that somebody has them and somebody's trying to play games. And Pryor and Mark Means, we'll have to keep watching that, because that's going to turn into a war. Like you guys said, Scott Reich said it's going to be a war. And I think you're right. And I'm really hoping that those murder charges come down soon, now that bullshit is over with the, yes, watch comedy and stuff. There's a new show on Netflix that I started watching. Episode 1 was really good. Episode 2 was kind of weird. But you guys might enjoy it. It's brand new, and it is about, let's see. Why can't I remember the name? Surviving Death. And it is what happens after we die. This docuseries explores personal stories and research on near-death experiences, reincarnation, and paranormal phenomena. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's really interesting. I think I'm on so the first episode is near-death experiences, which was really, really interesting. The second one was on mediums. The third one's on mediums. The fourth one is signs from the dead. That's one I'm on. Fifth one is seeing dead people. 6 is reincarnation. So those are all out. So I don't know if that would cheer you up at all. Probably not really what you want to watch to cheer yourself up, but it was interesting. Yeah. It's Surviving Death. Anybody else have any? I need a new show, another new show. I need a binge watch. Thank you. Oh, look at him. Look at you guys all getting named there. Thank you. Sending love to all you. Big just rough right now. Winter sucks. Yeah. Well, that too. Oh, I know. You think of Chad when you hear that? Well, because his are baloney. He lied. His aren't real. He didn't really have them here. He made it from, he pretended. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. I don't think Chad had one. He just got scared and almost peed his pants when he fell. I fell in the water. Oh, the water almost died. Oh my gosh. Now look. Now I can see the other side. I am so special. I'm Chad Daybell. Oh, yeah. Three's Company and Frasier. No, I have not. The Undoing. Okay, you're like the fourth person that's told me I need to watch that. What's it on? The Undoing. Undoing. Is it on Netflix? Is it on Amazon? Where is it? Crazy Not Insane is about a psychiatrist's take on serial killers. Surprising Bundy was a multiple personality. Really? Interesting. Lisa, oh my, Lori definitely never almost died or was revived. Not ever. No, not Lori. She just crowned herself the queen. You think HBO? Okay. HBO, The Undoing. Okay. Got it. Thank you. You guys, people keep telling me that one's good. So, and Crazy Not Insane is the other one. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys are leaving. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. Please, please, please. And let me see you guys, members, tomorrow night. And we will be working on the other ones as far as all that goes. Okay. Anybody else have anything else to add before we go? Thank you, mods. Thank you, members. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, anybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all of you guys that donated to the channel. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea how it helps me keep things going. Thank you. See you on Discord tomorrow for you all that are members. And otherwise, I will see you guys all next Saturday here. And it's hopefully, say hi to your mom for us. Okay. Mom, the world says hi. You're like, what? What are you talking about? Who? All right. Me too. Fiber Sleuth, thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Allie, thank you. All right, guys. See you. Nice to see you all and have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye.